So welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. So I was talking about tango the other day and my feet being sore after going back teaching. So somebody was asking, what kind of shoes do you wear? So these are my tango shoes. And so these ones are, I think, 6 centimeters high. I have another pair here that are ancient and that are 7, and they're much higher. They're also really broken. I keep all my tango shoes, even though they're dead. Like, this is a dead pair of shoes. This is like destroyed. But they're like postcards from another time. When I see them, I go, oh, I remember that festival in Austria, and oh, I remember particular dances in particular shoes or times of my dancing, you know. So Tekla, I bet you keep your shoes, and Federica in Austria, I bet you keep your shoes as well. I love my old tango shoes. They're like old friends. So come, we're going to be standing from the beginning today. We're going to be doing side body. And come. So standing on your mat. And just begin by drawing up onto your toes and then dropping down onto your heels. So to make this harder, close your eyes. And so we have this amazing capacity to anchor when we have our eyes open. But when we close our eyes, we have to use balance, actually. And it's completely different. Like, wow, it's utterly different. Try it. Open your eyes. Feel how, yes, no problem. I can lift up and down. Close your eyes. And I feel like I'm falling all over the place as I lift up and down. Wow. Again, open your eyes. Yes, I can do that, no problem. Seems so easy. Close my eyes, and it's really hard. Nice. And then just roll your knees. You can bring your hands to your knees if you wish. And just roll your knees. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. Bring your feet slightly apart. Roll your hips. And then roll in the other direction. Remember, there was a whole month strong, which was the third month that I ever did. I did the whole thing from standing like this at the beginning of the class. That was very interesting. Nice. Roll your shoulders, big circles. Just feeling. And let it be kind of that satisfying, like, oh, thank God I'm moving my shoulders. This is just the best thing ever. And then roll your shoulders in the other direction. Nice. Bring your hands to your collarbones and just lean your neck around. So I'm kind of resisting, there's a weight on my collarbones and chest, and it's giving my skin on my neck feedback. Beth Ann, you love this one. So just feel, going forward, side. I always end up closing my eyes as I do this. It's very nice. Lift your chin directly up. Have a bit of a wiggle of your jaw. Oh, we haven't done horse face in years. Let's do horse face. So horse face, it's always funny when I do this online. So horse face is where you take your jaw and you so it's like you're chewing your cud. So your jaw is going out and around, and then try the other way. At least you're not being recorded. Come, do it again. So you can do horse face neck, where you do your jaw. And you do your neck at the same time. And just feel, so I can't do my jaw and my neck at the same time. I just think it just looks way too much. And so just kind of have that sense of, like, how would you really kind of feel? Is that like a penguin or something? And then do it in the other direction. There should be a moment where you have a vicious double chin. Oh, so attractive. Nice. And then just directly forward and then all the way back. Big double chin. Nice. Forward and back. Nice. Cool. And then just swing from side to side. And so as I swing, I'm going to come up onto the heel of the foot that I'm facing. And I just have that sense of, oh, this is very nice for my spine and for my shoulders. And I'm banging my back and I'm banging the opposite shoulder as I go. I'm just listening to my legs as I swing. Notice your face. How does it feel? I have a big goofy grin on. It's always funny doing horse face. Nice. And then just pause. And then rolling down. So bend your knees, rolling down. And as you roll, feel like, wow, the back of your body. So cool. So awesome. Now you know where the back of your body is. Rolling back up, bending your knees as much as you need to. Reach your arms wide, reaching up and looking up. Nice, super long as you reach up. Nice, drop your arms down and rounding down. So you're just mapping, how is it this morning, this evening, this afternoon, whatever it is that you're doing this, how is this to move in this way? Nice, one more time. Rolling all the way down. And rolling all the way back up. Nice. So tuck your chin in so it's just facing forward, interlock your fingers up towards the ceiling, and then just lean a little bit from side to side. So just a little bit. You're not doing the biggest version of this, and my feet are slightly apart as I do this. So side body. Like, how do we move the side body? We're going to be using the side body a lot today, so we're just warming it up. Nice. Okay, so arms down. So if I lift my shoulder, nothing happens. So right shoulder goes up, nothing happens on the left. Nice. If I drop my right shoulder, not much happens on the left. So just lift and drop your shoulder without moving your torso much. Okay, lift and drop. But I can feel a length in the ribs on the right, and I can feel a squeeze in the ribs on the right as well. Okay, other side. Lift your shoulder, drop your shoulder, and you're not letting the movement travel into the other side of your body. Lift and pull down. Lift and pull down. Do both. Both shoulders up, both shoulders down. Both shoulders up, both shoulders down. So now we're going to do both together. So one shoulder goes up and the other shoulder goes down. And notice how suddenly there is torso movement. Shoulder up, shoulder down. And then begin to slide your hand up towards the armpit of the one that's going up and down towards the knee of the one that's going down. So you have this kind of slide. So there's a lift on the up and there's a squeeze and a reach on the down. Letting your head travel. Really feel that lift. Lift. That's very nice. Super cool. So standing kind of to the front of your mat. Nice. And then stepping back with the left foot. So we're back maybe 3 foot wide-ish. They say the length of your leg is kind of between your 2 feet. I don't know how to measure that. It looks like a triangle pose to me. Back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Front foot is pointing directly forward and it's straightening. So just bend both knees to begin with and then push down into your feet. And as you push down, so find your feet, push them down, straighten your legs, tuck your tailbone, rise through your spine, and then reach out into your arms. Really get wide and long. More and more, so push down into your feet, straighten your legs, tuck your tailbone, rise through your spine, reach out into your arms. Cool. Drop your right hand down to your right thigh and then bring your left hand straight up towards the ceiling. And then slowly begin to slide down the right leg. Travel down as far as you can go, whatever feels right, and then come back up again. If you want to bring your left hand to your hip, you can as well. Sliding down, sliding back up. I like my arm up. Gives me that sense of reach on the left side. So I'm just sliding up and down. And I'm keeping that my shoulders, one shoulder is above the other. I'm not looking down at the floor in any way. And my torso is sideways towards the left. Nice. One more time, sliding down. Find some place that you can pause. So it's not the deepest point that you go to pause. It's maybe 3/4 of your range because we're adding load to it with time. Whereas if you're at your maximum and you load your maximum, it's not great for your body. So 3/4, so I can go deeper with range, but then I'm struggling when I'm here. Whereas here I'm like really good and easy and breathing and strengthening. Bend your left elbow, bring your hand to your hip. Bend your right knee, bring your elbow to your knee. So this is folded triangle. Supported on my elbow. Nice. And then fallen is where you bring your left hand and bring your fist to the floor. Nice. Folded. Bring your hand to your hip. And then triangle. Reach your left hand up, right hand to the straight leg. Folded. Bend your elbows. Bend your knee. Fallen. Hand to the floor. Fist to the floor as you wish. Folded. And then lengthening. Nice. So we're going to do one more. It's balancing triangle. New name. So bring your elbow to your knee and then turn and look way beyond out towards in front of the right foot and just reach like you're trying to pick up your mobile phone or something. Somebody's ringing you in the middle of a yoga class and you're like, oh, I have to turn that off. And you reach. So I'm going to bring my hand to my knee actually on the right and left hand is reaching. And then I realize I have to go a little bit further. So I'm going to rise up onto the toes of the left foot and I'm going to try and find my maximum distance of reach with my left toes on the floor. And then it's a little bit further. So I'm going to slide a tiny bit further and lift the left toes off the floor. Nice. Foot to the floor. Slowly rising up. Super awesome. Turn your toes in the other direction. So now my left foot is pointing towards the back of my mat. My right foot's turned at a 45-degree angle. You're going to reach the right hand wide. So we'll start wide. So bend your knees to begin with. Push down into both feet. Straighten your legs. Tuck your tailbone. Rise through your spine. Reach wide into your arms. Bring your left hand down. Reach your right hand up. And then just slide sideways down towards your foot. And then all the way back up. Again, you can bring your right hand to your hip here. Sliding down. Up. So that thing we were doing earlier where it wasn't that one side was just bending and the other side was doing nothing. Both sides are active. So the left side is squeezing, but the right side is lengthening as you're doing this. So how would you exaggerate or embody squeezing one side and lengthening the other? Nice. Next time you go down, pause. Find your 3/4 way, range, breathe into it. Always, you're working with your wellness. So if you're like, oh my God, I'm really struggling, then come back up a little bit and work with the wellness here. So you're progressively, steadily, incrementally, persistently increasing your wellness by listening to your body. Folded, bend your left elbow, bend your left knee. Bring your right hand to your hip. Pause. Really feel the rest here. It's like, oh, so nice. And then fallen, bring your right fist to the floor. Folded. Reaching long into your triangle. Straightening. Folded. Everything bends. Fallen. Fist to the floor. Folded. And triangle. Cool. So we're going to do balancing triangle. So bring your left hand to your left knee. Turn towards the floor and then reach for your socks over there on the left-hand side. And then reach a bit further by coming up onto the right toes and maybe go a tiny bit further and balance. Super cool. Foot to the floor. Come all the way back up. Hands to your hips. Roll. So water wooshing. So we're going to do two versions of water wooshing. One is the plain water wooshing. The other is water wooshing supreme. So both feet wide. Okay, so water wooshing, You're going to bring your elbows to your knees and just hang out there for a moment. This is the first time in practice that we've done this movement. So just feel, do you need to go narrower? Do you need more support? Do you need to put your hands on your knees or elbows on your knees? Is that okay? So for water whooshing, we're going to be traveling from side to side. We're going to whoosh water from side to side. So turn your toes a little bit towards the right and then bring your left hand and slide it along the floor and kind of just fling it towards the right. Both elbows to your knees, feet are back center. Turn your toes towards the left a little bit and then whoosh with your right hand. So just begin to travel. Maureen, don't touch the carpet. So whoosh. So you're just kind of sending water. And in the beginning, it's just about a sense of flow and strengthening into the inner thighs. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And I'm kind of having this wonderful rocking moment where my feet turn and I reach and reach. Right, come back to center. So water whooshing supreme. So there we were looking at the floor and our hand was staying low. So we're going to do it to the right first. So turn your toes a little bit towards the right. Glide your hand low. It goes out and then it begins to lift. And my torso and my head is lifting. And I'm reaching, keep listening to that left shoulder. And I reach to the distance that feels good for me. And then I lift my head a little bit more and look way down the beach towards the right. Okay? And then come back. Turn towards the left. Reach into your whoosh. And then water whooshing supreme. You reach a bit more. And I have this sense of pushing my elbow down to give my torso more leverage to see further in this distance. It's like, hi, here I am. And then begin to glide. And you have this, like I have the sense of something deep in my belly. I just love water whooshing. And I'm even kind of coming up onto the toe of the back foot as I do this. One more time each side. Super awesome. Bring your hands to the floor. Come sit all the way down. Just land on the floor. Oh, it's gorgeous, the floor, isn't it? The sense of gratitude for the floor, relief for the floor. So landing. Nice. And then just flatten your lower back down, arching into your lower back. Just doing the very simple pelvic tilt. Hearing your spine as you do this. Nice. And then flatten your lower back down and then also draw your ribs down and back. And then lift your right foot off the floor. Just let it float without letting your belly or your ribs move. Lower it down. Lift your left foot off the floor. Reach both hands up towards the ceiling, round your shoulders forward, and then just begin to walk one foot up. But it's not about the leg, it's about keeping your torso and belly really still. Can you keep it still? Can you feel the moment where it changes from one side of your belly to the other? That's so cool. Nice. So leave your right leg up and then begin to just lift the left foot up and down. So lift the left foot up, touch the floor, up, touch the floor. Keep your lower back and belly engaged. Up, touch the floor. Nice. Change. Left foot stays where it is. Right foot down, up, down, up, down. So dead bug is where you move arms and legs together. Okay, so right arm, bend your elbow and touch the floor above your head with your right hand. Left toes touch the floor lightly. Come back up. Left hand, bend your elbow. Right toes touch the floor. Come back up. So right hand, left foot. Left hand, right foot. So if this feels like it's strong enough, stay here, or you can begin to lengthen out one leg and the opposite arm. And one leg and the opposite arm. But all the time you're noticing what happens in my abdominal muscles as I do this. Right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. Right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. So we're going to do the same side, each of them. Okay, so right arm, right leg. Pause. All the way back up. Left arm, left leg. Pause. All the way up. Squeeze your knees in towards you, hug them in. Feet to the floor. Lift your hips up off the floor. Down, squeeze your knees in. Feet to the floor, rising up. So we're going to do a twist. So it could be just the basic twist where you drop your knees down. It could be where your right leg is long and you draw your left knee over. It could be glider's twist where you tuck your foot in behind the knee. See, what kind of a twist would be really delicious right now? I'm doing what I now call a Margaret, which is where I tuck my left foot into the back of my right knee and I'm reaching long into the left armpit. Yeah, so lovely. Nice. Other side. Both feet to the floor. The one that I did, both feet to the floor. Feet are wide. Drop your knee. Slide your left foot up, or right foot up into the left knee. Reach your right arm long. Twist. So one more day of standing. So tomorrow we'll be standing again. And then we have 2 days of yum again on the floor. So yum. Really just settling into that. Breathing into your belly. Yeah, water wooshing supreme. Very nice move. I really like that lengthening and that dipping of my belly as my arm reaches up and the torso as it expands. And yum, nice. You can squeeze your knees up. You can rock your knees around. You can just pause there. Just take another moment or two. You're just settling, landing. Nice, guys. So lovely. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Another awesome day of practice. Yeah. Yeah, I love your stories. Keep telling me your stories. You know, why you're turning up. Oh, that was amazing, actually, all day yesterday. Why you turn up. Most incredible texts. Yeah, it really touched me. Great. Talk to you tomorrow. Be well. Be awesome. Be you. Just be you. You're the best at being you. So be you awesomely. Okay? Bye.